Hi everyone, this is Amber from Amber Noel Stitches. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk about what we've got going on. I hope you've got some stitching that you've been able to do, some relaxing, some getting cozy in the October weather. It's a little cloudy here. They say we're going to get rain, but I don't believe them. I don't think there's going to be rain falling out of the sky. Hasn't rained in so long, I don't even know. So I feel like we need to be in sweatshirts. I got on my Hocus Pocus shirt, and I'm ready to jump into fall weather, even if it's not gonna do that outside in Tulsa. So today we're gonna go through what I've added to my collection. We're gonna go to what I have fully finished, what I have finished stitching, but I haven't fully finished. And then we're gonna go over some works in progress and talk about Jingle Ball. So let's get the party started. What have I added to my collection this week? Well, I always think I'm doing pretty good and I'm not gonna add anything, and then I do. So let's see what I decided I had to have. Val stuff, okay? So she came out with new patterns. I didn't need them, but they're so stinking cute. The Boo Crew is the trio of ghosts, and Who Are You, which is the cute owl looking at the bat. They're done on perforated paper. She's got the belt. It should be a quick and easy stitch. Oh my gosh, I didn't need it, but I got it. So there we go. Okay, next, what did I add to my collection? I'm a sucker for shepherd bush bags. You know that. Everybody knows that. I think Tina and Terry know that. So the new one is Be Happy. And so it's done on a pink peony bag. And look at all those little bees that are just flitting around there. Okay, so I got the chart. I got the bag. Now, what I'm going to do with this one is, instead of using the pearl cotton, I'm going to stitch it with regular floss. I'm going to probably play a little bit to see if 3 strands, 4 strands, what coverage I like, but I'm going to do it with regular floss because I want to see what it will look like, because all the bags that I've done in the past have been with pearl cotton. And so I want to see what it's going to look like using this. So I'm going to work on that this week, maybe. Sure. And I got the little buttons to go on there. So there is what I've added to my collection. I got a couple other things I'll talk about when we get to the end of the show. But end of the show, like you're here for a Broadway show. Amber's dancing. So those two are really the quickest ones I've added. Are you a subscriber to Just Cross Stitch? I am. I haven't gotten my Christmas issue. I'm trying not to pout, but I'm pouting because I've seen it at the shop, so I know how adorable it is. So hopefully it will come in this week and we can talk about it on Monday. Because by golly, I'm a subscriber. I should get my magazine. So hold on, I will calm down. We'll get it this week. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, all the things. What else have I added to my collection? Okay, real quick. I went to Shakespeare's Peddler. I'm sorry, I get my designers mixed up. Shakespeare's Peddler came to the Silver Needle last week. She was there for a Wednesday, Thursday class, and she was there for a Friday, Saturday class. I was lucky enough, I got into the Wednesday, Thursday class. So I was able to be there for Teresa, and then I was able to work Friday, Saturday to be with her again. Mona and I got to take her out to dinner Thursday night. It was fabulous. If you have ever have a chance to go see Teresa from Shakespeare's Peddler, do it in a heartbeat. I know she's going to the attic sometime by the end of the year. I have no idea what her 2026 schedule looks like, but if you find out anything, go see her. So here is what we got in the class. I will let you ooh and ah for just a moment because that's what we did. Okay, so first of all, we got this adorable little box. I mean, I'm a sucker for boxes. I don't care. I love them. So here's the adorable box that had the exclusive pattern on the top of the box. Okay, now look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. And funny story from Teresa. She sent this to the box maker people and sent it just like this. So it looks like cross stitch. And they send her back I guess the test for you to look at what you're getting. And they're like, we fixed the thing on the front flap because it was too pixelated. And she's like, no, it's supposed to look like cross stitch. It needs to be pixelated. So she made it go back and make it look like cross stitch. So there's the front flap. Okay. There's Shakespeare's Peddler on one side. There's the name of the pattern. Is it backwards? I don't know. Season's Greetings. And then there is October 2025. And then let me show you the bottom. Oh my God, are you ready? Take a breather. Take a breather and let me put it upright. Ah! That's a postcard. It's a vintage postcard that she found in an antique store and she thought it was absolutely beautiful. And it says, all good wishes for Christmas. Oh my gosh. So the box alone is enough just to scream about for I don't know how long. And then we got the fabric, the pattern, the floss. Holy cow. So that I added to my collection this week. I had her sign my pattern because I can't help it. I'm a fan. Is it not the cutest thing you've ever seen? So Season's Greetings, it's got a 3-sided border. So it's got a little bit of grace if you can't match up your borders like I can't. And then the beautiful base at the bottom of the bowl on the bottom. It's got the year. Okay, she gave us 36 count Wren from Picture This Plus. Okay, let me show you what all I've gotten done. It's not a ton, but because I had to work and not just sit around and stitch. So there's what I've gotten done. I have left the year off because I thought, oh, the chance that I'm going to get this done in 2025 may be slim to none. So I've left it. This is like the part of a cardinal right here that I had the color out and I thought, oh, I'll just stitch a little cardinal. And so that's what I've got completed. It was super fun. She is the sweetest person. So we got this pattern. We got all the things to do it in this adorable box. We got to listen to Teresa talk about the process of how she goes about making a pattern from the beginning inspiration, how she goes into her software and puts stuff around, how she goes about sending it to her model stitcher, all of the steps. It was fascinating. It was absolutely fascinating. And then she decided to ask us, so each class got to put together a design that she is going to put together and send to us. So she gave us a sheet of paper and it was, what is your inspiration? What is your holiday, Christmas, winter inspirations? What are your favorite things about it? If you were going to stitch something, what motifs would be in it? What fabric would you use? What colors of floss would you use? What would be the theme? What specialty stitches, if any, would you have? So everybody in the class filled this out. She took them all. She kind of figured out which ones were, well, in the first class, she read us all of them and then kind of stuck with what was the overall theme. And in the first class, it was the magic of Christmas. We talked about that we wanted there to be gingerbread cookies, some holly around the wreath. I think the center big motif was going to be, see, now I've already lost it. I don't remember now. She had a lot of it done before we left, but we picked a very dark green fabric from Fox and Rabbit. And so a lot of the motifs were going to be lighter, so they would show up on the dark green fabric. So I know that it's the magic of Christmas was the words, and all of the, there's a little peppermint candies, and it's going to be amazing. And what was funny is there were several people in, especially one for sure, and you know who you are, Miss Deb, that were absolutely against snowman and kept saying over and over, no snowman, I'm done, I'm over snowman. So there will be no snowman in our pattern. And then she's going to put it all together, tweak it when she got home. And then because we all added the inspiration and talked about it and did all the things, helped her pick the colors, helped her pick the floss, she's going to put our names on the back of the pattern. So we will get the exclusive pattern emailed to us. This was part of the class project. And then in a year it will be put out for the public. But is that not the coolest thing? So then the Friday, Saturday class got to do the same thing. Their theme was more fireplaces and Santa, and they picked a lighter fabric with some deeper, richer flosses. I'm so excited to see all of it. And there's not a chance in the world we're gonna have it stitched by Christmas, but it will be a next Christmas goal. So excited to see it. It's got Teresa's beautiful sampler theme motifs in it. It's just gonna be amazing. So again, if you ever get to go to a retreat and Teresa Vanette from Shakespeare's Peddler is there, you are going to jump for joy because she's amazing. She's the funniest thing. It's really cool. So that was my amazing week. I did not need these charts added to my collection, but here we go, because that's what happens. You sit there and talk to other people and you get pulled in and they buy it and you're like, oh my God, I have to have this too. So I got Home Sweet Home with adorable little buttons. And then another 4th of July patriotic that I have to add to my collection is this one. This Land Was Made for You and Me. So I'm going to start working on that one probably after the first of the year with my Stars and Stripes. So super duper excited for that. The other thing I've added to my collection is, and it's Mona's fault, just saying, Chantel 141. We had to have these. They are amazing. We, I think, are going to stitch extra big Jeanette Douglas dots on these and paint these red. That's the plan. And then because I was on the site, I had to have the Christmas trees, which I'm going to fiddle around and play with and make green and white for my decorations. And then because I'm a sucker for anything that makes my life easier, I got these so I can have different sizes circles. Because I have a device, I have some contraption thing that will, it's got like a sharp blade on it. I have no business using a sharp blade. I know it. My family knows it. I should not have anything that is an X-Acto knife ever. And so I thought this would be a much safer way for me to make circles for different things. And you can obviously trace on the inside or the outside. I'm just thinking it's going to be the holy grail of making round finishing. So that's the plan. When I'm going to find time to do all this, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I got it. I got it. Okay. What have I fully finished? I have fully finished what I talked about last week. So, are you ready? Drum roll, please. Oh my gosh, here is Wise Old Owl. I absolutely am in love with him. I think he's the cutest thing on the planet. A wise old owl sits in a tree, keeping an eye on you and me. And you got to do all the parts. I got to do all the things. His eyes are a little wonky, and that's okay, because he's watching over the Helms family. He's tired. He's exhausted, and his eyes are like, what in the world are they doing now? That's why he's a Helms owl. And I got to do the little things around the dowel rod, and I got to do the felt, and it was just so much fun. So, Val Stuff, Wise Old Owl is donesy. Finished. The next one that I have finished is, this one's Jabco, just another button company. But I finished October Moonlight. I'm sorry, I'm not shaking. This one was super cool. I showed it last week. You don't have to do much. I stitched the 2 stars and the big moon, and then the black bat and the little spider legs. That's all you stitched. The rest of it was on the perforated paper from her printer, and then there's a paper behind it. So then you put all the buttons on, which is super easy, and then you whip stitched around the edge to put the perforated paper and the sheet that was printed to look exactly like the pattern on the paper. You whip stitch both of those together. I just had this I don't know what you call it. I just had this little framey thing, and I painted it white, and I put a little distressing on it, and I have October Moonlight done. Done. How amazing is that? So there are my fully finished. Woo, woo. Okay, what have I finished? Nothing. I stitched on Shakespeare's Peddler for the last 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days I've stitched on Teresa's stuff. So nothing else got done. It's just the way it is. It's okay. Now, works in progress. So my family and I are going on a fall break vacation. So I am going to take this, because I don't have to have a magnifier and a Hubble telescope light. And then I will probably take a Mill Hill Hawaii Santa. Those will be the 2 things I'll have to stitch on while I'm in the Airbnb drinking wine. And so that's probably what you're going to see me talk about next week, because that's all I'm going to get done. Season's greetings will probably have to wait until I get back, but that's okay. And then I think that's all I got going. I mean, my works in progress bucket is sad, and I'm not ready to share that level of craziness with you yet, but we will get there. We will become friends enough that I will share with you how many weeks in progress I have, and there will be no judgment, because I just like to stitch. So, what are you doing Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time? October 17th. Is it on your calendar? Do you have an alarm set on your phone? If not, stop right now, and I want you to hit your whatever, the clock. Hit the clock on your phone. And I want you to set an alarm for, I don't know, 5 minutes ahead of time. Oh. And I want you to be ready, because Jingle Ball tickets go on sale. Now, the regular Jingle Ball tickets are $15. You could probably wait a couple of days and get in, no problem. But if you want in on the classes, especially if you want them kitted, you better be paying attention Friday night. Can we talk about the classes? Holy cow, y'all. Have you decided? You need to go figure it out, because we don't have time. We got to know what we're doing. Okay, so let's scroll through the classes. Okay, because I want to know what you guys are taking. Okay, so here we go. And if somebody sends me a text and it's bad, I will take it out. Stacey Nash, Ginger Mouse. Oh my gosh, she's going to do a class on how to put together one of her animal crackers. Are you an animal cracker lover? Then you need to be in this class. And is that not the cutest pink fabric you've ever seen? So you can get the PDF, or you can get the whole kitted thing. She will mail to you ahead of time. Okay? Holy cow, is that not adorable? Okay, let's go to the next class. What do we have next? We have also Stacey Nash, Gingerbread Man Sewing Book. Oh my gosh, he opens up. He's adorable. And if you took her last year class, it was another open thing that opened up that was a gingerbread house. Huh? Okay. Now, Robin Pickens, Nature's Wreath. It is cross stitch. You cross stitch and then you're going to add it to the reef. I can't talk correct. That is adorable. And I thought it was perforated paper, but it's not. It looks like it's actual. Okay, and this one, I'm going to be in this class because, oh my gosh. Look at Stand Up for Santa by Hands On Design. You're going to learn how to make a stand-up. Now, I have Mona in my life, so, you know, I can make a stand-up and beg her to help me, but I have to make this because it's so cute. Okay, do you want to know how to punch needle? Because Teresa Koget's going to teach a class, and you can have a pouch, and I'm guessing you do the Santa too. I'm not sure, but I've never been good at punch needle because I don't know how to punch the same depth every time. So it looks like a mess. And I'm probably taking this class even though I know how to do these. Stitch bags from Primrose Cottage. It says Merry Stitchmas. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's go to the next page. There's 3 pages. Okay, this one is Blue Flower. You can make a Christmas carousel. I'm assuming you're making all these little pillows, and then it's going to come with this little wooden piece that you can put little scissors in. And look at that. Is that a hippo with, what's on the hippo? Is that a meerkat? I can't tell. It looks like a parrot. Oh my gosh. It's 2 birds. I'm just dreaming that it's a meerkat. But is that not adorable? Okay. And then what are we going to do next? We're going to do a Biscorn U. The wooden Winter Woods Biscorn U with the fox and an owl and a, yeah, one of those. I can't look upside down. A fox and an owl and a ferret? That can't be a ferret. And a bobcat? Maybe. Okay. Lindy Stitches is doing little mittens. Chicken mittens. I love this one. I love that one. Is that one not pretty? And the poinsettia one. Whoops, I hit the button. Next, you could do, hello from Liz Matthews, you could do Christmas snow globes. Looks like perforated paper and you're putting them in a mason jar upside down. Adorable. What else? We got, oh my gosh, Tiny Modernist is going to make a plum pudding bakery house that you're going to stitch. I mean, seriously. Okay. Have you wanted to do Annie B's pears? Yes. Yes, I do. And here's the Christmas ones, which you're going to learn how to finish and put together. And so then you can just go whip out all the rest of them and you'll have all the pears. And is that not just the cutest thing you've ever seen? Okay. And then what are we going to do next? Oh, we're going to go to the 3rd page. Here we go. Hold on. Jeanette Douglas Specialty Stitches. I did this one last year. I have the most beautiful ornament. I am not a queen of specialty stitches. I struggle really bad because I want them all to look completely uniform and they don't. So I may have to take this one again to get some more help, but this is Jeanette Douglas Specialty Stitches. You will get the best instructional pattern paper work for the class because she is amazing about doing the instructions. Now you can do a heartstrings, bell pull, countdown to Christmas. I'm assuming you would do like maybe a clothespin or something to count it down. I think it would have, for me, it would have to take the whole door, I think, but how cute is that? Something functional to use, not just something to stick on a shelf. And this one, again, I'm going to have to do, it's Hands On Design, perforated poinsettias. If these are backwards, I'm going to have to redo this whole video. I have to have that because it's just adorable. And look at the poinsettia pins that you're going to stitch on perforated paper. Oh my gosh. So what classes are you taking? Oh my gosh, how do you choose? How do you choose? Friday night, October 17th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I know where I will be. Hopefully on my vacation, I will have Wi-Fi. If not, we're going to be driving into town so that I can get some Wi-Fi so that I can log on and get my stuff scheduled. So that way on December 5th, 6th, whatever the first weekend of December, I will know what I'm doing, where I'm going, and then I'm going to have more stuff to stitch. I don't know when I'm going to stitch it. Oh my gosh. Are we excited or what? Okay. I think that is all I have stitchy-wise to talk about. Let's talk about my Sarah's calendar. Let's see what it says today. We have an adorable little otter. We have adorable little otter, and it says, "It is okay to struggle. You are doing better than you feel like you are." Amen. Struggle, my middle name. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I saw something earlier on social media, and somebody said, I got out of bed and I made it to the couch. And somebody responded that was awesome. That was enough. Some days that's all you can get out of me. But other days I can absolutely knock it out of the park. But you're not going to get that every day. So you're doing better than you think you are. And look at Mr. Otter. Isn't he the cutest little thing? Monday, October 13th. Love it. Love it. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you have some amazing time to stitch. I hope that you can enjoy some fall weather and you get some where you're at. And I will see you next time. I plan on doing, so stay tuned, subscribe, whatever you got to do. I plan on doing a instructional video on how I do these bags. And that will probably be posted sometime this week. And I'm going to talk about sleds, Foxwood Crossing sleds. We're going to have a whole talk about those and all the different things you can do with them and all the different patterns and charts that are out there to do it. I had no idea until I started looking into it. So stay tuned, stay with me. I'll be back Monday, but I also probably will post a couple of videos by the rest of the week. So thank you so much for being here and listening. Bye.